If you're human, real skin has texture. It's only natural. There's no way to completely eradicate all the texture that's on your skin, but there are things that we could do to get it as smooth, glowy, and luminous as possible. Today we're going to be doing our own glass skin facial to get glowing, smoother, and luminous skin. While my skin still has room for improvement, it has come such a long way from where it first began, and some of these products that I'm using in this video are home remedies, but feel free to switch it up to whatever suits your skincare needs best. The most important thing is that these products are healing, hydrating, and nourishing to the skin so that it can get that shiny, glass-like glow. First things first, we'll be starting this facial with a Korean skincare staple, the Double Cleanse, combining an oil cleanse with a gentle cleanser. Now the oil I'm using is a coffee-infused grapeseed oil that I made at home. Both coffee and grapeseed oil contain anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, which is perfect for my sensitive acne-prone skin. Oil cleansing helps to deeply cleanse dirt, sebum, and dislodge blackheads, but the trick to getting the oil cleansing to work is incorporating steam to properly remove the oil and dirt from your skin. Rather than using a washcloth, dampened cotton rounds work best for me because they aren't too rough for my skin. As you can see, this is all the dirt that came off my face. Every time I look at it, I always feel a really weird satisfaction. Cacao powder single-handedly healed my skin in the fastest amount of time, and it is my main secret to healing breakouts and hyperpigmentation. Unlike traditional acne cleansers that dehydrate the skin, Cacao is moisturizing and doesn't compromise your skin's protective barrier. It's antibacterial and gentle, and I just love this thing so much. I use this cleanser religiously, day and night, and the device I'm using is the Luna Mini to deeply cleanse my skin. For the longest time, I used like a bootleg one off of Amazon. Shh, don't tell nobody, but you could just use your hands. Just make sure to cleanse for 60 seconds to give your cleanser a proper chance to work. After about 10 minutes, the steam from my machine runs out. This is when I cleanse the Cacao face wash off and tone with more of that same aloe water I used to create the cleanser. The liquid I use to make my cleanser changes depending on my skin, but lately I've been combining it with the aloe water, and the best one I found is George's Aloe because it doesn't contain any lemon, which can be extremely drying and irritating for sensitive skin. It's just pure aloe that doesn't need to be refrigerated because it's steam distilled, and aloe helps to prevent epidermal water loss, which happens when excessive dehydration and dryness occurs. Incorporating aloe into your daily routine is key to having consistent glass skin. Another major key for achieving glass skin is exfoliation. This has really helped me to even out my skin tone, and the texture of my skin after I use this product is so much smoother. The one I'm using is by a Korean skincare brand, and this is the only exfoliant I could use without it being too harsh for my sensitive skin. It's a really gentle enzyme-based formula that dissolves dead skin cells, and this product only works on dry skin. You'll want to make sure that your skin isn't damp or wet before using it. I know this is gross, but this is some of the dead skin that came off of my face. After exfoliating, I rinse all the dead skin off at the sink. Every time I use this mask, the texture of my skin feels so soft and plump. The ingredients are simple but powerful. Don't fall asleep on it. Manuka honey is antibacterial and naturally contains a safe, small amount of hydrogen peroxide that is great for healing hyperpigmentation. And aloe contains salicylic acid, which is a BHA that loosens dead skin cells and clogged pores. On top of that, aloe and manuka honey work synergistically to create deeply hydrated skin. To prevent the mask from drying out and to help the ingredients penetrate deeply, I always pair it with a silicone mask cover. After about an hour, I rinse off with cool water to remove any residual stickiness from the honey. Despite misinformation you might have heard, melanin is very delicate in nature and it's best to be as gentle as possible, especially if you're trying this for the first time, because it can create discoloration if it's not done properly. Before applying the ice, run it underwater to ensure there aren't any sharp edges. You'll want to keep the ice in constant motion and never leave the ice in direct contact with your skin for more than 10 seconds per section. I'm moving the ice relatively fast to avoid giving my skin burns from the ice. After I rub the ice over my entire face and neck, I flip it onto the cotton round side to wipe the excess. A little tip, massaging the cotton round over each eye is really soothing for tired, dry eyes, or even if you experience allergies. This is something that I love to do on the regular. When you finish, press the water that's left on your skin and leave it slightly damp to enhance the effects of the next step. All the ingredients in this antioxidant-rich vitamin C serum are designed for targeting hyperpigmentation and texture. It has gentle exfoliants like pineapple extract, malic, and lactic acid, plus it is combined with ceramides to rebuild and restore our skin's protective barrier. Now, I could give a very nerdy, long drawn-out answer as to why antioxidants are great for skin health, but to put it simply, they protect our skin cells from damage. Shea Nilotica is a rare form of shea butter from the East African coast rather than traditional shea butter that comes from the West Coast. It has a softer feel and more of a subtle smell. It absorbs really quickly without leaving behind a greasy feel. Another thing I really like about this is that a little bit goes a long way, and I mean like a third of a pea size. That is enough for under both of your eyes. And I noticed that my skin has been feeling softer and much more hydrated when I started using this. Because we've exfoliated our skin a lot during this facial, it is vital to put on sunscreen if you're doing this in the daytime. I mean, honestly, all the other steps are pointless if you skip this one. I use a mineral zinc-based sunscreen. Zinc is anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, which makes it an excellent skin healer, and given my skincare needs, it's really rare to find a sunscreen that meets all the criteria I need for it to work for me. The fact that it only has 4 simple ingredients, it's non-irritating, and it doesn't clog my pores or leave behind an ashy cast is kind of a miracle. Take time to treat your skin as if it is as precious as gold, and it will transform into its healthiest state yet. This glass skin facial works well when you are consistent, and I like to carve out time about once a month to do this facial to maintain my skin's luminosity and its clarity. So give it a try at home and let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. If you guys have any natural products that you love or any home remedies that are safe to use use, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. I would love to know. If you're new, subscribe, like, and share this video for more content like this. As always, I'm sending you all the love, light, and good vibes, and I will see you in the next one.